Hi everyone, I'm Zinnia and I'm the founder of Healing and Crystal Therapy. I'm a yoga teacher, an evolutionary and galactic astrologer, and I guide people through cosmic cycles and star wisdom to help them remember who they truly are. And February is astrologically intense, deeply transformative. And tonight we're going to explore the powerful solar eclipse, the annular solar eclipse that we have in Aquarius coming up on February 17, and what it means for the collective awakening, for our own personal reinvention. Um, we also are going to look at the Chinese New Year, the fire horse, and we'll talk about what that means and what energy it's gonna get activated this year, same day of the eclipse. We're also going to be looking at the fixed stars and how they are influencing this field. So yeah, it's definitely February is not a quiet month. There's a lot happening. It's a really turning point, and we're just gonna unpack what is dissolving, what it's emerging, and how you can consciously align with it. And I'm grateful you are here with us tonight. I'm gonna introduce you. I'm here with my friend Michelle from Soul's Journey, and I'm just gonna pass it on to her. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Zinnia. Thank you so much for having me. And it's really lovely to do this astrology podcast with you. And it's really, really amazing that we are synchronized together and we can share so much with the public. And you can find me on Michelle Soul Journeys, and I'm a astrologer, and I also do ancestral healing and energy healing and belief code, past life healing and clearings, among other therapies. And I am grateful to be here and joyful to be talking with you, Zinnia, about these amazing, shocking, and events in February, and that they're going to be very important for the whole year and very impactful events.
Definitely, yes. I'm gonna share with everyone these beautiful
The
images that
black,
you had created, and
yeah,
this is
you
the
can
first
put
one.
the great. Oh, great. So this
So,
is
do you want to talk a little bit about what it means?
yes, we're
Go
coming.
ahead.
Yeah. So we're coming from the Leo full moon that we talked last time, and from the beginning of the year also, the theme is to get out of the comfort zone and to take the leap. So that's the main theme about this eclipse in Aquarius, that is the opposite of Leo, where the Leo full moon was, that we talked last time. So
Do you
yes,
want to tell the audience, what an eclipse, what does it mean, and what it can bring into our lives?
yes. So this, like the eclipse, it's like a solar eclipse, like this one. It's an annular solar eclipse. It occurs during like a new moon. In this case, new moon in Aquarius, always. So when it's between when the moon passes between the sun and the earth. The moon is between the sun and the earth. Um, so causing an eclipse of the sun. So this is very important. So it means also when it's the sun, is about initiation themes, and it's also important the degree. So the degree is speaking about the opposite. Is speaking about final, about the endings, because it's 28 degrees.
Right,
And
towards the end.
this particular eclipse if you can show the share the chart,
Yes.
it's, yeah, it's in conjunct with the North Node. So
It's a North Node solar annular eclipse, right?
right, so that's very important because eclipses occur around the close to the nodes, and even though we're in the north node of Pisces, so yes, even though we are in the north
Yes.
node of Pisces, we yeah, we this is happening in the yes. So this is happening in the north node of Aquarius, which is not gonna be the north node officially until August, the beginning of August. Astrologers always, there is not like a set date, but it's like a little bit like toward middle of August that the nodes are going to change from the north node to Aquarius to the south node of Leo. So yes, so as we can see here in this chart, the north node is conjunct Venus in Pisces. Actually, this is the north node is now in Pisces, and because the eclipse is at the latest degree of Aquarius, is conjunct the north node in Pisces.
Mm,
So yeah,
yeah.
so that's very important.
Yes.
Yes, and you want to talk
Yeah.
more?
So I just wanted to, um, you know, really just go over what's happening. So with the solar eclipse that we mentioned, it's a new moon. So something starts. It's a new beginning, especially because it's conjuncting the north node. That's the soul's purpose. That's our, and in this, since it's Aquarius, it talks about the collective, where we're going, where we are heading. And so we have Mercury also conjuncting the north node. We have the sun, and of course we have the sun and the moon. So there's a lot happening. In the sign, it's an energy of Aquarius, and it talks about detachment. It talks about humanity, the collective, and yeah, the north node. It's like where we're heading, what is happening, what is this eclipse is gonna activate, what's getting activated there. And you know
Exactly.
something interesting, we're gonna also have that conjunction, right? The Saturn with the Neptune, and that's happening. So the eclipse is
Yeah.
happening on the 17th, and then that conjunction, when is it happening again? Do you have the date? Is it the 20th?
Yes, the 17th of February is happening the eclipse,
Yes,
the new moon in Aquarius, and the 20th of February, just
20th.
3 days later, is happening the most important event of the year, which is the conjunction between Saturn and Neptune in 0 degrees of Aries. That's uh, that's really fundamental event
Mm-hmm.
that is happening.
Yes. And one thing I wanted to touch upon also, we can see that Chiron, it's also in the sign of Aries. And it's been there for a while, right? How often does Chiron change signs? Do you know?
Yes.
So,
Um,
so it talks about the wound, the
yeah,
wound that we all carry. Now it's in the sign of Aries. So it is definitely bringing a healing into
yeah,
even our own wounds, our own karmic, karmic things that are
yeah.
happening, right? Like things that we need to clear. There's a lot of clearings. This eclipse, it's bringing a lot of cleansing of karmic, that we all carry within ourselves. Um,
Yes.
yeah, go ahead. Keep talking about what else is
Yes. So yes. So Chiron changes sign every like 4 years.
4 years.
And yes, approximately. And so this is also this yeah, we can talk about this conjunction and in relation to Chiron later on when we're going to speak about the conjunction. But I want to speak about the eclipse now.
Mm-hmm.
So eclipses, we are in the eclipse season, and the eclipse season starts now until March the 3rd, the first eclipse season.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I mean now February 17, and this is a period of chaos, but it's a period of getting out of the comfort zone. And usually, we people don't get out of the comfort zone naturally. They need to
Mm.
be pushed.
Push.
They that's
Yes.
why they don't take the leap usually. So that's why eclipses are for. They are
Yeah.
uncomfortable, and they give you this push that you need to change. you know so these signatures are very important, these events in astrology, because it make us take the leap or do the change that we don't normally do because it's uncomfortable. So the eclipses are something uncomfortable, but there's something necessary because we need to let go
Mm-hmm.
of the old to become to allow the new to come, and we
Exactly.
cannot do it with the old software. we,
That
we
we have been carrying, right,
right
for
we
such a long time. So,
yes
one thing I wanted to just say also, adding is like dissolving old authority models, right? The death of, and I'm not saying, like dying, but like just releasing, like that era of the guru, right? The followers, people, like when we follow this type of gurus because we see them as they're better than us. So I feel like this is also it's like marking the end of that authoritarian models that people used to follow. Also taking back our emotional sovereignty, not allowing people to tell us, what is good for us. It's just becoming more our own authority, not really about, it's not about following. Um, and it's more about reawakening what's inside of us, and speaking
yeah
our truth, right? Because that's also that very Leo energy that we just talked about, right?
yes
Recently. So also it's like, it's not anymore about, our ego, or like, what are we doing for ourselves. Now it's more about what is it, how can I use my gifts, how can I everything that you do, like how can you help others, how can you help the collective in this time. Because as you know, things will get very intense, and I know that usually around the eclipse seasons, depending on the sign, right, it could bring up a lot of natural disasters, and I'm not trying to focus on that, but I think also that energy of Aquarius will bring a lot of solidarity, people coming together, people helping each other, especially because it's
right
in Pisces, right? Also, that we have that North Node in Pisces. So, also, what's getting activated is like compassion, that's the Piscean energy, right? Also, Venus there, right? Like wanting to connect more with our spiritual side, and also how can we help others, right? How can we connect others, and then
yeah
ultimately bringing us back into unity consciousness. Because I feel that this Aquarian energy, that's exactly what it's happening. It's reawakening ourselves, remembering who we truly are, regaining our authority, and sovereignty, and then working together as one. Would you say? Do you feel like that's? Does that
yes
resonate?
yes yes definitely. And also like the energy of Aquarius, it means about authenticity. It's about being your authentic self. Um, so that's very, very important, because that's ask you we are asking also to we're going to talk about the removing the barriers.
Mm-hmm.
We need to remove the barriers to be our authentic selves. So to remove walls, and that's also the theme of the conjunction, this famous conjunction between Saturn and Neptune.
Yeah.
So that we're going to talk in a moment. So that's very important. That yeah, to be authentic, ask ourselves what it means to be authentic. I mean, we don't have to, in order to belong in the group, we don't have to people please, like you were speaking the other time,
Yes.
but we have to put clear boundaries, talking about walls, about boundaries, and be
And that's
authentic.
what the conjunction is going to be, right?
Yes,
Focused on the Saturn, um,
yes,
right? Like bringing the structure, but then Neptune, it's like releasing or removing the old structure, right? So that the new one,
yes,
I don't know why, like I get this
can
feeling,
emerge.
I get this feeling of the phoenix rising, like releasing all the old, the
Yes,
stagnant, and then so that we can give birth, right, to the new. Um,
yes, it's
and
fun.
it's Aries, right? It's and
Yes,
then that's why I thought about the phoenix rising, the fire. It's an energy, it's a fire sign. um
yeah,
and it's Neptune, that it dissolves things, but then it also not only it dissolves, but it also brings it all back together at the end. It's like a transformation, it's like a process, so that you can
yes,
finally reconnect to who you truly are. um,
right,
another thing that so that conjunction is happening on the 20th. At the same time, on February 17, then there's the Chinese New Year, right? And then we're
yes,
changing from the wood snake, right, into the fire horse. And that definitely will change the entire energy of the year, because I feel like with the snake, it was so much about shedding the old, and then just going through,
right,
I guess, just facing our shadows. I felt that it was a lot of deep wounds that we needed to be faced with. And then how can we nurture ourselves? How can we bring awareness into all of those fragmented pieces of our souls? That's how I look at it, at least. And then how can we nurture it? It's like that child that didn't get any love.
mm,
And then how can we bring it back all together? So it is ultimately about healing that inner child. I mean, I don't know how you felt, but I went through a lot of things like that. And now we're going into transitioning into the fire horse energy, that it's all about moving forward energy. It's all about strength. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, and then
yeah.
I'll
You can
change?
show the
Yes.
horse. Maybe you can show first
Yes.
take out this. So yeah, definitely the horse energy. It's about freedom, and about power, and dramatic changes, and about strength, and about taking an impulsivity, and it's about like it's an energetic shift, right,
Yeah, it is.
from the wooden snake, right, to so it's about fast changes, and it's about taking action with courage, overcoming the fears, and embrace freedom with passion.
I
That is
love that.
the new year of the fire horse, which is a Chinese New Year, which always occurs in the second new month, new moon of the year, which it's in this year it happened to be at an eclipse, like a solar eclipse.
That's
In
incredible.
That's incredible that it coincides the same day. So here in the picture we see a flying horse
Huh.
because
That's a beautiful picture, by the way.
right, because that's the theme of the year. The theme of the year that all the planets for the first time in history are having this kind of change into these specific planets into from some of them are changing to fire, like the conjunction this the 20th of February between Saturn and Neptune, and others like Uranus in the 26th of April is changing to Gemini. That's air. That's
Hmm.
why the air symbolized by the feathers of the wings of the horse here. So we're gonna have, and also Pluto in Aquarius, that um, is there in Aquarius. It's gonna to mark an era of fire and air together. These two elements are going to be predominant, and that's going to be very important. It's going to bring a whole paradigm shift. It's like a new era, a new earth that we don't know, we didn't know before. This new earth that is going to be completely different from all the things we have experienced in the past. So, and it's moving forward like this image at a very fast pace, like the technology and the technological changes. Aquarius is also a futuristic sign, and it's activating. So it's the energy of Aquarius and Uranus that is the regent of Aquarius. It's always bring changes really fast, and it's always like electromagnetic energy,
Mm-hmm.
like a burst of energy. And that's why it's Uranus is symbolized by the ray of light, and it's also doing square to this eclipse, which is make it like a little bit chaotic,
Yes.
and it can bring changes in aviation, and in the weather, and it also can bring changes in dramatic, yeah, changes in the technology,
Mm-hmm.
in the stock market, to everything, so like that. And yeah, it's very very intense. So the horse fire has, last year was the snake, wood snake, which was about transformation and shedding the old skin. But
Yes.
this year is about moving forward with all the impetu, like all the strength and all that fire and air.
Yes.
And so we have to ask us where, not to take too impulsive decisions, but to think, where can I focus my energy? So
Yes.
that's very important to do this to put this intention for the fire horse, where to focus my energy. Because if we don't focus the energy in the right place, but we scatter the energy in many places,
Oh,
then
yeah.
we burn out.
We get burned out. Yes.
Yes, so
Yes.
that's we need to have like very very points where, okay, which I want to focus my energy in this project, in this project, in this project, not in like many many different projects, because it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be
Yeah.
scattered and we're going to be distracted. And then yeah, that's where the energy
Yes.
gets dissipated. So that's very very important. And
When I
yeah,
look at this image, like it gives me strength and it gives me courage, and I feel
yeah,
like this year, even though that it will be, it might be very hectic and many things happening at the same time, one thing after the
yeah,
other, you know it gives me the sense of, like rise above, whatever it's happening. And it's so interesting that you gave it wings. So I think of Pegasus or the unicorns, so it
Yeah,
gives me that sense or that feeling, like no matter what's happening, no matter if everything is burning down, I'm able to see things from a higher perspective, and I'm able to, expand, don't stay like in just one, like. And it also makes me think about how can I shift my views, so that again, don't go into polarity, but like try to look at both sides of the story, and then try to stay calm and collected and connect with my heart, because ultimately we know are the truth. Do not get stuck or sucked in, with the news, or like, with all the distractions that we're having right now, right? With the internet, it's just uh,
right.
so much information that I don't know about you, but I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I just want to shut off my phone and don't really know about what's happening in the world, because it is a lot. It is a lot. And I mean, and
Yeah,
some people are more sensitive than others. And also I always say, like, see how you feel when you read something, when you see something. Does it resonate? Does it make you feel good? Does your heart expand? Can you feel your heart expanding? And if it doesn't, then discard it. I would say that's just my opinion, you know?
yeah, yeah. Like I hear you, Sinia, and I totally agree. And here also, it's funny you say you spoke about the phoenix, because here I feel the phoenix energy as well, because we're coming from transformation, and the phoenix is rising from the ashes. So it's
That's right.
about getting, like, it's about letting the past, leaving the past behind. And this horse is about go 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 energy. It's about get feeling feeling empowering.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't handle the energy well, you feel chaotic. But
Exactly.
if you do your homework, which is self-care, that's why in eclipse season it's so important to have self-care. And that Jupiter in Cancer help us, signature help us to have self-care. And that's that's really really important in eclipse season, that everybody should focus on their balance, like you say, like we said before,
Yeah.
grounding energy.
Grounding.
Because we have so much air and fire coming up, we need grounding, we need water, we need maybe to go for a swim, or like,
Oh, yes.
relax.
Mm-hmm.
And water is so calming, but also earth, connect with nature, connect with crystals, connect with the mother earth, with the energy of the earth, and do grounding activities and meditation, so we can handle this kind of like energy outbursts. Because of not, we can get either you
Huh.
know
Burned out.
burnout, or falling to God forbid, fall into chaotic energy. We don't want that. We want balance. We want alignment. So
Yes.
we need to have this balance. We need to have this practice of self care and grounding. Like
So yes, definitely. And so this is one of the biggest themes of this
yeah,
month and the year, to be honest, right? Because it's gonna be the whole year. We're gonna
yeah,
be living through these energies of the fire horse. So I'm
yeah.
gonna like stop it right
And
now.
also, it's very futuristic energy, because the horse is about go, go, go,
Yes.
moving forward fast, and it doesn't look back. You don't see the horses looking back. Horses advance at a very fast pace,
That's true.
and it's about freedom too. It's about finding our freedom.
Are you
So,
able to see this image? That's the other
uh,
image. Um, Are you able
no,
to see it? Okay, hold on. Let me
no, not
share
yet.
this. Let me
So,
share the screen. This was another image that Michelle wanted us to share. Um,
yes, so that the image that we wanted to share connected to the last moon, which is, in full moon in Leo, and to be brave, to be bold, but it's connected to the horse. Just jump in the water, just take the leap.
Move
it's like,
forward,
don't think about it. Just,
Mm-hmm.
the horse don't think about it. You just go.
That's right.
And that's very important because it's, even though we that's what eclipses are, impulses to take the leaps. So to bring changes in life, we just have to jump. And that's even, we don't have to think about it. We just have to take action. So that's a very important signature, because fire is about taking action. The fire element is about taking action.
Yes.
And the Aries energy is about taking action and being impulsive. So, and the horse energy is the same. So
And
that's what it's about.
and I'm gonna bring back the chart. Hold on one second. Share
Yes. So
the
yes. So now we can speak about the Saturn and Neptune conjunction,
yeah. Hold on one second.
which is
Share.
like
Okay.
yeah.
Here.
So
All right.
the Saturn and Neptune conjunction,
In Aries.
in Aries, it's speaking about, it's 0 degrees of Aries, as you can see in the chart.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's very, it's 0 degrees of Aries is about a totally reset. It's a very important degree. It's like the most strong degree of Aries.
It's like the last degrees are more about endings, right? And then the
Yes.
beginning, and the
Is
first degrees are more about like something new that's arising, right?
Yeah, and it's about a total reset. It's about a new era. It's about a new earth. It's a very powerful signature because it's about starting from zero, literally. So it's like the Aries sign is stronger in this degree. So it's whole the Aries sign, the cardinal, the impulsiveness, the the boldness, the taking the initiative energy, the just jumping, don't caring if the pool is full or empty, just jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And is that about taking that leap, and that's the signature.
Yes.
And also it's about individualism in like taking your power, because that's the Leo energy before, and Aquarius energy is taking your power in relation to be authentic and to be also part of the collective, like as a collective. But the Aries energy is just, being in yourself powerful. And that energy of starting something new, and it's like a new totally new energy that we never felt
We never
before.
experienced before, huh?
Yes. So this is also signature that happened in 89, in the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in Capricorn. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, is also about walls, about breaking walls. So, but this wall, this time is about, the fire energy. So, and the Aries is about leaderships, and these leaderships that haven't been, as we've seen, totalitarian regimes, dictatorships. And there are a lot of also asteroids that speak about, the falling of totalitarian regimes, and giving the power, transferring the power to the people, which is the Aquarius team, to the collective. And this is a collective signature, also the conjunction between Saturn and Neptune, because these are the transcendental planets. So this is speaking about a collective upheaval, a revolution, saying no more. We want freedom, and we want no more. We want a change of leadership. We want new leadership. We don't want the old paradigms, the old, the old structures, we want the new. And this
Exactly.
is, yeah, this is impulse. It's like, so we saw that a token of that in what happened the 3rd of January in Venezuela. So even though that happened apparently from an external source, but it was really cooking internally for a long time. So this is going to be just the start from the falls of many regimes that are oppressing the freedoms and the liberties of the people. And this is also happening. This is 250 years, uh, the anniversary of the American, revolution, civil war.
That's
So
right.
so this is the Pluto return too of the United States of America. So this is
I'm
very
telling
important.
you. Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
it's
times
about
that we've never seen before.
it's about independence too. So
That's right.
freedom and being independent. So Aries is about being independent.
Mm,
So um we can, we can do a little bit of, closing your eyes and closing our eyes and do a little bit of introspection into this signature to feel it in our bodies. And we can take a deep breath and put our hands on the heart and ask ourselves, what are the barriers, the internal barriers that we want to remove from our lives to be free. So, what are the emotions, the fears that are holding us back from taking that leap? What are the beliefs, the old beliefs that are taking us back and from moving forward in life? What are all the obstacles that the walls, the internal walls, like with the heart walls that we have, that doesn't let our heart fully feel,
mm,
um, what the power of the heart.
that's right.
So removing all these barriers, we think about, and we can journal. We can journal about it, and we can really, internalize. And what are the external barriers? The external barriers are, like the Berlin Wall, like all these
Walls.
totalitarian
Mhm.
regimes that, yeah, that doesn't cannot we cannot be free, and all the walls that that are preventing us from being our own authentic selves.
Mm.
So that's very important. Um,
And one thing, to keep in mind is like, um, it's an Aquarius solar eclipse. So then we have to see where is Uranus, right? Where is Uranus? That's the ruler
yes,
planet of this eclipse. And we can see that it's in the sign of Taurus, the earth,
right.
connection to the earth, and what he brings right into, um, it just means, like just those sudden changes. It's in the sign of the Taurus, that it's definitely the earth. Anything else you want to add about that, Uranus in Taurus, and what it means? And
Yes,
I can talk about Algol.
yes. So yeah, Uranus in Taurus mean about, it doesn't feel comfortable in Taurus. We have seen all these years,
Feels controlled.
like we have seen earthquakes, we have seen different disruptive energies, like buildings collapsing, and
Hmm.
that has to do with that. And also, we we feel like also it has to do with the stock market, because it has to do with minerals, and like um, metals. So like gold and silver and all that.
And we're seeing that, right?
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah. Mhm.
changes. Um, yeah, I read a little bit about that.
And
Um,
Yes.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that also when we talk about the fixed stars, we can see that Uranus, it's conjuncting the fixed star that's called Algol, and Algol is in the constellation of Perseus, is the hero that represents the head of Medusa. So Algol, what does Algol talks about? It talks about corruption. It, like, so if you connect it to the eclipse, it's like things that are gonna start coming up. Things that are gonna start surfacing, right? So things related to rage are connected to this fixed star Algol. It also talks about collapse of false security structures, cutting heads, so
Right.
because it's the
Right.
Medusa, right? Medusa head.
Yes.
So themes about, control and surrender, when to let
Yeah.
go and then releasing that control. Also, it talks about what you just said, financial instability, um,
Yeah.
narrative. So we can see that with that. So all of those things that you said with
Yeah.
the conjunction with Algol, it emphasizes
Yeah.
everything. And then Algol makes you confront, like,
Yeah.
where or when have we given our power away? A
Right.
Like, are we suppressing our instinct on our feelings? Are we really feeling things, or are we just froze, and it's more about a destruction of something, but so that the new can be born, so it's more like a purification of some sort, but
Yeah.
yeah, but heads needs to be cut cut off.
Right. I remember that the guillotine in
Uh-huh.
was created in a signature that had to do with the relationship between Saturn and Pluto.
Huh.
So, and it had to do with Algol, and it had to do with this, similar to this signature between Saturn and Neptune. So it has a, and now Chiron is in Aries, which is about the head too. So we're gonna see a lot of head fallings from leaders that
Mm-hmm.
are totalitarian, and not only the status, they putting the status down, they cutting the head of the status, but also leaders, head of the leaders are gonna be down. So that
Yeah.
also connected to Algol.
Yeah, and then another thing, there's so many stars, fixed stars that are aligned here in this eclipse, but the most important ones, definitely Algol. Many people are talking about it, but this one called Achernar, which is aligned with the North Node, and
Mm-hmm.
and with Mercury. Well, with the whole eclipse, if you look at it, and he talks
Right.
about wisdom, collective wisdom. It also talks about channeling, so
Mm,
this energy of this eclipse is going to activate, being able to channel it also talks about intuition,
wow.
it also it carries like a spiritual code, so with that star, with that fixed star Ackerman, we're gonna definitely feel something awakening within ourselves. It's that ancient wisdom that we all have, the collective, because it's it's aligned with this eclipse, and yeah, I mean, it's the North Node, it's the soul's purpose. So maybe it's a remembrance of why we came
Yeah.
here, what are we meant to do, and how can we work together, how can we tap into our spiritual, um, that spiritual revolution, let's put it that way, right? Because there's a lot of Aries energy, Neptune, we have to look at where Neptune is, and it's in Aries. So awakening that, all of that wisdom, ancient wisdom that we all carry, so that we can all work together in bringing in that spiritual revolution, you know.
Right, right.
Also, Altair here with
Uh-huh.
Pluto talks about seeing things from the higher perspective. You know, it's the eagle's eyes, you know, see things from a higher perspective. And it brings me back to, you know, keep keep yourself grounded. No matter
Right.
what's happening in the outside, keep yourself grounded, and then always come back to your heart, you know, and how you feel, and then also unity consciousness, you know, without going into polarities, but like think of, you know, like connection, full connection, with the whole, right?
Yes.
And
Yes,
then
and also Lilith. Yeah.
yes, go ahead, talk about
Yeah,
Lilith.
so Lilith, it's about here, it's connected to this eclipse in Aquarius. It's about this new moon and all that, the energy. It's about has woman taking our power back, because collectively woman has been always in for many centuries being like silenced and being not able to speak and abused and um, all that. By the way, slavery, I just remember, was in a conjunction of Saturn and Neptune. So
Oh wow.
a result, so breaking the barriers could be the breaking the chains of slavery too. So that's a total new era, that the the end of slavery, actually, that was also implemented by Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
They cause like a big change in the whole world, no?
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, that has to do with this conjunction, and has to do with Lilith too, because it's like breaking at the chains of repression. The
Mm,
Lilith represents our repressive part inside.
that's right.
So it's also about feminine repression, mostly, but it's also about repression. So it's about stepping in our power. This theme
Mm,
is about Aquarian and Uranus energy combined with Lilith. Is has stepping in our feminine power, because our feminine part has been repressed for centuries. So we
right.
gotta flourish. We gotta nurture this feminine energy with this Venus in exalted in Pisces.
Yes.
Actually, on the 22nd of February is gonna be a nice signature sextile between Venus in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer, and that bring us to nurture our feminine energy
I
and
like
do
that.
what we love from the heart and the beauty, and be proud of the feminine energy exalted there. So that's like liberating the Lilith over there.
Hmm. And then one thing I wanted to mention, Lilith, the Black Moon, also has a conjunction to the fixed star Beta Centauri Hadar, and this star is all about unconditional love. So I feel that there's definitely some healing happening to
Right.
all of that feminine repression. You know, there's gonna be this healing. This star, it's there to help us, support us, and give us all that unconditional love that, you know, many of us maybe at some point of our lives, and even in past lives, have never felt before. um, so and then also I wanted just to quickly say that another star, sheet star, it's in the constellation of Pegasus, and it's in conjunction with Saturn, you know. And it's so interesting because, you know, the Pegasus is about believing in magic, about achieving your dreams. It's also about horses and unicorns, and it's all about freedom, and isn't that
And the
interesting?
Pegasus is the horse that flies, that has wings.
That
Wow.
that's right, that's right. So it all ties in, like it's all connected, right? It's just perfectly, um yeah, perfectly aligned, let's put it
Aligned.
that way. So
Right,
it's
amazing.
so, with all that Aquarian energy, we have to remember to stay grounded, stay calm, do things that
Yeah,
really bring your nervous system into that, activate that parasympathetic nervous system, bringing yourself into calmness. So anything that has to do with breath work, journaling, if it's something that resonates with you, movement, somatic movement will be really good to do so that
yeah,
you don't hold anything in the body. You're able to clear all of it and just let it flow. Um, what
yeah.
what else would you say will help during
I
this transition, during this eclipse?
Yeah, so I will say um yeah, uh, the yeah, Venus and the signature between Venus and in Pisces and Cancer in Jupiter in Cancer. So self-care and also like doing anything with the arts, like art journaling, art like therapy, art
Drawing,
healing,
right?
music with
Drawing,
music.
painting,
Yeah, Pisces has to
music.
do with music, dance, anything creative expression, anything that really makes your heart feel, expressive and fully enjoy and passionate. Um, so these are activities we don't usually recommend do rituals in an eclipse, but we definitely want to set the intentions and journal, and also um, because Venus is exalted in Pisces, we can do all these amazing activities, and also like connected to grounding and
Yeah.
art expression and all that. So that's
Yes. Thank you.
that's
Thank you
the
for
thing.
sharing that. Why don't we do
The
a
the
short?
the
Yeah.
image of the image of the tower. I wanted just to say something
Oh,
quickly
yes. Yes. Give me
uh,
one second.
about that image that that has to do with the signature of
The tower,
um
right? Let me see.
of the signature of the 0 degrees conjunction between Saturn and Neptune, which is in the positive ways about materializing our dreams too, because yeah, but this is about freedom, yeah, great, and about you know um, letting go of internal and external barriers that we spoke about, and breaking free from old systems and old beliefs and old paradigms, letting go of all that. That's very important. And this tower, this you can see these crowns on fire. It's about leadership falling, and these
Mm-hmm.
chains.
Authority. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see these chains of the ram getting free from these chains.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm.
So it's about breaking free from all limitations internally and externally. Yeah, and also the collapse of old systems to bring, like you say, the phoenix. I'm thinking about the
Phoenix
phoenix
rising.
here because
Mm-hmm.
this image awake, like it really brings me the memory of the phoenix. That after this is done, all the old systems are collapsed and burned. Then the phoenix rises from the ashes, so the phoenix should be the part two of this image. So then there is a total transformation, and that's the fire. Really, is like a it's kind of like a cleanup, yeah, detox also.
Mm.
So that's yeah, very very
Beautiful.
yeah. So
Okay. So let's
yeah.
move on and just a short meditation
Okay.
for grounding and connection. So I'm gonna ask. Let me just um, put a little bit of music in the background. I don't know if you're able to hear it, but we'll try. Give me
Mhm.
just 1 second. And let's just start, whatever you are, just closing your eyes, taking deep breath, and really feeling your breath. Noticing your breath coming in and out, in and out. Feel the breath like waves of the oceans coming in and out, cleansing, cleaning, releasing the old and the stagnant, bringing in more expansion with each breath, more space in your body, allowing each muscle to completely soften, to completely relax, to surrender into this moment. Feeling peace, feeling light deep inside of you, activating that inner peace that resides deep within you. Now I want you to visualize this space in your chest, your heart center. Bringing the awareness there, let us start breathing through our heart center. Feel how your heart expands with each exhale. And then feel this warmness coming from your heart center. Feel how that energy intensifies. And from this energy, there's a beautiful energy that gets brighter and brighter. It is like a grid, a beautiful ball of fire. But I want you to visualize this ball of light. If you really look at it and connect with it, it's a grid. It's a beautiful grid of light. So I want you to feel that grid opening, expanding more and more. Now, as this beautiful ball of light continues to grow, it covers your entire body. It's bringing protection. It's bringing strength. It's bringing more peace, more love. It reminds you that no matter what's happening in the outside, you are safe. You are connected with the light. And feel how this beautiful ball of light continues to grow more and more. And then let us send all this good energy from your heart center to everyone in this world, in this planet, in this system, and all the system and all the planets. So I want you to grow that ball more and more. Feel that light expanding more and more. Unity consciousness. So this energy reminds you that whatever you see outside, it also reflects a part of you that hasn't been healed. So let's take this time to continue to send that energy outwards, and also allow this energy to clear, to heal all the parts of us and everyone, the parts that have been hidden, that have been shut down. Continue to expand more and more, and I want you to visualize everyone happy, everyone at peace, joy. Smile at everyone that you connect with, and see how this beautiful grid of light covers the entire universe. Taking a few more deep breaths, feeling light, feeling joyful, feeling peaceful. Let's connect with gratitude. Gratitude for being here this time on Earth, for this amazing evolution, transition that's happening right now. We chose to be here. Gratitude, love. Let's bring our hands together into our chest, into our heart. Taking some more deep breath of gratitude. Start coming back into your space. Feeling grounded, feeling connected to the earth below you. And then very slowly, and when you're ready, you can start opening your eyes. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining me today.
Thank you, Zinnia. Thank you so much.
Yes, and everyone, thank you for joining us. Oh, thank you for sharing that beautiful
This
flower.
beautiful orchid.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, it's an orchid. Oh,
yeah.
beautiful. Well, I hope, I wish.
Representing the energy of exotic Aquarius.
Uh-huh, very exotic. I love that. I wish everyone a peaceful journey, and just remember to stay connected with your heart center. All
Thank
right,
you, Zinnia.
namaste. Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.